Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys. Well, we're back to talk about James Kennedy, this hot mess that is James Kennedy. Rachel Levis is also chiming in. We did a video earlier, and I can't believe how many videos are coming out this week about this, but people are wanting to talk about it. They're wanting to talk about it. They're wanting to let everybody know how they're feeling about it. I understand. People are pissed. People are also trying to be understanding of James Kennedy. Some people are saying, F that guy. They hope that he never works again. So we're really all over the board right now, you guys. When I say we're really all over the board, there is not 1 ounce of me that is freaking kidding about this. It is just an absolute shit show. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, then you guys know to just go ahead and get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's start, I guess, with just the James of it all. So, James Kennedy, according to realityt.com, is facing $1.6 million in earnings loss following his domestic violence arrest. James Kennedy is in hot water. His domestic violence arrest is not sitting well with anyone, as it shouldn't. Long Gone is his number one guy in the group status, which wasn't hard to maintain anyways, as his fellow competitors on Vanderpump Rules were equally as toxic. But now, James is likely to face steep financial problems as well. Yeah. DJ James Kennedy is no longer in his winning era. So there used to be a day when DJ James was in high demand, but the consequences following his domestic violence arrest are starting to change this narrative. And one of his Dallas, Texas shows got canceled right from the jump. Others are now likely to follow suit. Michael Schweiger, the digital media head of CMG, spoke to The Sun about this issue, noting that James might lose a lot in 2025. Last time I booked him, he was getting around $5,000, so I would think he was commanding anywhere from $500 to $7,500, is what he said, explaining how highly paid James was before his arrest. If you work this math out, James receives an average of $6,500 per gig. And if James books 3 shows a week, he would take home over $1 million a year solely for his DJ appearances. However, his arrest could take all of these stages away, as working with an accused abuser is not a great look. Likewise, the Valley is not likely to bring James on because Kristen Doty also accused him of abuse. Therefore, James can now kiss several hundred thousands of dollars away via Bravo's banks. James could also lose several endorsement gigs, all while trying to pay for his lawyers. So peace out to James's wallet. Hopefully Ali Luber will make the best decision for herself, is what they're saying. And of course, they ended that off with the National Domestic Violence Hotline that can be accessed, well, via the nationwide number. I'm willing to bet too, this $5,000 to $7,500. I'm pretty sure last time I talked to somebody about what James was making, he was making about $25,000 a gig. So if he's making about $25,000 a gig, and let's say he's doing 3 of those a week, and that times a month, that would be 300,000. So that would be about $3.6 million that he would be losing. It's a lot of fucking money, you guys. This is a lot of money. And it doesn't, and I keep saying this to Jason, is there a comeback for him? I don't know. I think that there will be, but the fact of the matter is, while I like James, you don't get to put your hands on women. You just don't. And also the investigations, the Bravo investigations into him, it makes Bravo doesn't have to worry about him so much anymore because he's not their problem, because they fired all of that cast. But what Bravo does need to worry about is who they bring on in the future so that this doesn't happen again. And then for James, he doesn't have a real big appeal right now because he's not on a show. He's not on it. Like, now he has to rebuild everything back up because he was leaving off the show with a successful lineup going into the rest of the year. Now, I don't think every single person is going to fire him, and I think that this will eventually disappear. I think all stories do, but as of right now, while it's going on, and Raquel Levis and Kristen Doty and all of these people are coming forward. Yeah, it's going to be a shit show for him. Speaking of Raquel Levis coming forward, thank you to Reality Blurb, Rachel Levis shared why she stayed with her ex James Kennedy throughout his alleged abuse, addressed feeling vindicated, and hinted at coercive control. Last week, the Vanderpump Rules star was reportedly arrested for domestic violence on the night of Kathy Hilton's holiday party. And in the past, James, his exes, Rachel and Kristen, have alluded to alleged abuse, though fans at the time seemed more preoccupied with Tom Sandoval's cheating. After the arrest last week, both Rachel and Kristen indicated that they weren't surprised. And on her Instagram stories, Rachel recently shared a 2018 post in which she clapped back at people calling her dumb for staying with James. And at the time, she was still in a relationship with the DJ who was facing cheating allegations. Using the word dumb to describe why I chose to stay with James is completely inappropriate. I grew up not knowing I had a learning disability and wasn't diagnosed with ADD until college. Learning was always difficult for me, and not passing my ice cream multiplication test was one of the earliest challenges I faced. What the fuck is an ice cream multiplication test? However, I am not stupid. In fact, in college, I figured out the way I learned best and worked very hard for my degree, graduating with honors. Words like stupid and dumb are just as offensive as the word fat. Some other adjectives that more accurately describe the situation are patience, understanding, empathetic, and forgiving. Now, above the post, Rachel shared how much she now feels about it. I stand by what I wrote here. Being in an abusive relationship is confusing because you believe in the potential of your significant other and you can't comprehend how someone who says they love you is intentionally hurting you. Bad times can be far and few between. It's easy to minimize the abuse and want to believe that the person is capable of change. But in another post, Rachel addressed her mixed feelings, saying, I've experienced so many emotions this past week, feeling happy and vindicated, and also so sad and broken. And I don't want this to be brushed under the rug like the times before. So much of my podcast talks about my experience with coercive control and gaining the insight to overcome it. And I'm grateful to have had a voice this past year. Abuse can be heavy to talk about and to re examine. Well, again, I think it's going to be a rough year for James Kennedy. I think it's also going to depend. I know that Ali Luber said she's going to have to take time and stuff, but if she goes on and lies about what happened, especially after it being in the police report, I don't know how that would. I don't know if she can. If she denies what's in the police report, I think that could get her in trouble. So she would have to tell the truth. Unless she comes out and she's like, like I pushed James to become aggressive or angry. Or she could come out and be like, listen, as a woman, I'm not going to deal. I don't want, I want to set an example and I want to show people, like, even though it's hard, I will walk away and you guys should too. You just don't know how somebody is going to play this. And this is her opportunity to do what she needs to do. And for James, he's had a lot of opportunity to do what he needs to do. And here we are. So I want to hear what you guys think. Guys, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And also, don't forget that we will be live tomorrow for Hot Messy Topics at 12 p.m. Eastern. And if you guys missed our Salt Lake City recap today, then just go to Up and Adam Channel 1 and be a part of the replay crew. Love you guys.